Alright guys, welcome back to another reaction video. My name is James.
Ninetailedbrush.
And today we're going to be watching Haikyuu episode 21. It's going down, dude. Suga just got subbed in for Kageyama. Oikawa is kicking Kageyama's butt in the battle list. I hate to say it, but it's true. I am slowly but surely being forced to eat my words about hating Oikawa because his character becomes more and more fascinating every episode. And we're right in the middle of the first match, which is another thing I like about the show. They will blow through matches when they want to, but then when there's like an intense match, it's like we spent a whole episode and we're not even done with one of the matches of 3 matches.
Oh yeah.
And I think that's really cool. So yeah, I'm very excited. I really just want to get into this thing. Of course, as usual, full-length reactions are up on Patreon. Next week's reactions are also up on Patreon. If you guys want to check that out and support us, that would be great. Either way, though, thanks for getting on this video. Thank you for watching. There's going to be a free link in the description to the actual reaction to avoid the copyright demons. And then you guys can come back here to hear our thoughts, theories, and reviews. Let's just get into Haikyuu episode 21. Dang. Dang. I know, it's so cool seeing Suga get his moment.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's just so well done. He's such a a good character. And he's so kind and that's so unique, I guess, in the show, but in just that whole kind of area of sports. I don't know, it's very interesting.
Yeah, I mean, obviously he isn't as good as like Kageyama, right?
No.
He does Kageyama's like a freaking prodigy, like people
He
always
is,
say,
yes.
right? But I like that, his skills, they don't bring him up to that level, but he does what he can do and he does it well.
Yes.
And he's fine with that, And I like that they also I like that they're willing to show that someone isn't as good. Like sometimes they'll be like, oh, he doesn't do the same as you, but he's as good as you, you know?
Yeah.
But Suga isn't,
Yeah.
But he's willing to kind of he understands his role,
It's interesting seeing that also they acknowledge that mental process in him as a character.
Mm-hmm.
Not only did they just leave it, it's like he realizes that about himself. And so it does kind of become this fascinating character study of this guy who he's not the prodigy. In fact, he's the second to the prodigy. Even though he's older and even though he knows these people better, he's not the prodigy. And seeing him deal with that as a character, as opposed to just doing it or opposed to making him as good as Kageyama, I think that's so interesting.
Yeah.
Because immediately I'm like, wow, I already liked Suga as a character, and now I'm even more fascinated by his character.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's so, this show I think does that time and time again where, it's funny and entertaining, but there are times where it's like especially these last few episodes where it's like, wow, these are just, I want to see more of this character because they're cool, but also I want to get to know them more. Like Oikawa, it's like, wow, he's fascinating to me. Suga, fascinating, where it's like, I want to see this character more and I want to see them do things more and how they interact in situations, which is incredibly hard to do as a show.
Yeah. Yeah, and how do you like, or what do you think of Kageyama's kind of reaction to getting benched, kind of, right?
I mean, it makes sense, and it does show that at least he has grown somewhat. Because he still has the fault, which I like, but it's not the same as it used to be because it's like when you recognize you have a problem, so it's like, oh, maybe there's the crazy guy who loses their temper and just loses their temper all the time. And there's the guy who loses his temper and it's like, immediately afterwards, it's like, oh, shoot, dude, I screwed up. I shouldn't have lost my temper. And it's like, well, he's already 2 steps ahead of the guy who just loses his temper. And I feel like that's where Kageyama is, which is cool, where it's like, yeah, he does get out caught in the moment, and it's because he cares so much. But he's also able to walk back and be like, whoa, I screwed up. That was totally my fault. I need to fix this. Yeah. And I think that's cool to see his character growing in a very realistic way, but not be there yet.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we lost the first set. And
dude, we can tie this up, baby. We're right neck and neck here.
Yeah.
We can tie this up, which I feel like we're gonna, which means it's gonna be the most epic third match. We should just bring in a hobo off the street to be our setter.
We'll see.
This is gonna be hardcore. So we'll see. But yeah. As always, thank you guys for joining us. Thank you for watching. The full-length reaction of this episode's up on our Patreon. Next week's reactions are up on our Patreon if you guys want to go ahead and check those out. But either way, thank you for joining us. Thank you for watching. And as always, if you want to stick around, like, subscribe, and we will see you all in the next video.